Hello and welcome to Crossing the Line, a podcast about pushing the boundaries about daily opinions and seeing how far people can take a joke. I am Z.
And I am D. And our episode for today is Thanksgiving. What was it? Holiday special slash Black Friday stories. Kind of a mix of everything
Mhm.
to sum up the past week.
It's been a hectic week, I'll give you that.
Gosh, I will say the one thing that sucks about Thanksgiving, I swear it goes by so fast. Like you
Oh
have,
God, yeah.
I don't know what people have off for like their jobs, but man, a work week is a lot longer than Thanksgiving. How many ever days you get off?
I mean, yeah, I know with our place of employment, we've gotten Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving off, so we got a 4-day weekend. But those 3 days beforehand, I mean, granted, I was off, I had vacation because the weekend before I was at a convention. Um, so I, just pushed out. 'Cause I'm like, fuck yeah, I ain't gotta be back yet. But yeah, no, all the prepping and everything for Thanksgiving, and then it turns around to where it's just gone. Black
Yep.
Friday shopping's there, and then it's back to work, everybody. And, whew. But yeah, I mean, but anyways, how was your Thanksgiving? Did you have anything special, anything cool that you did?
Not really. Thanksgiving is kind of one of those people go hunting in the morning and afternoon. You usually have Thanksgiving for lunch. But this year we had two because my cousin actually did something with like her side of the family, so we got invited over there too. And let me tell you, man, I have not eaten so much in a day in my life. To have one for lunch and Thanksgiving or for supper was, oh my gosh, there was so much food. Especially with okay, not to like criticize my uncle, but he helped make like the lunch part. And of course, my dad was like, I don't want to cook this year. So he left it up to my uncle. And of course, we usually have turkey on Thanksgiving. So that was a whole debacle because my uncle ended up getting ham. And that was a whole ordeal. First off, did not cook the ham the right way because you're supposed to put it on the face of the ham to keep the moisture in. Yep, he didn't do that. Secondly, he made instead of like mashed potatoes, we had baked potatoes. And even if you know me, I love potatoes. So good. Anyways, like scallop, mashed, broiled, I'll eat potatoes because I
French
enjoy them.
fries.
Yep. And so he ended up making baked potatoes. And of course, I grab a potato, like, yes, I can have some baked potato. Not the end of the world that they weren't mashed. Unfortunately, my potato was not cooked. So that was not a great time. Thankfully, my cousins, when we were over by my cousins, it was clutch because they had mashed potatoes, so I got to have my potatoes for the day.
There you go. There you go. All right, now here's a quick question. This is the question we were supposed to do last week, and I almost said Z. D didn't remember to ask the question. I told her.
Actually, you jump ahead to the ending, and we can't even say the question.
The question was, what is your one favorite food item that you've had for Thanksgiving? You have at Thanksgiving. Like, what's the one thing that no matter what else is made, if that's not there, you are gonna be sad. I got my answer. What would be your answer?
Oh gosh, do I just have to pick one?
One thing. Like, what's the one thing you could not at all absolutely live without? That's not at Thanksgiving.
I feel like everybody might think I'm gonna say potatoes, but that is not my answer.
So we know it's
Um,
potatoes.
my biggest thing is it might sound weird, but it's the brown and serve rolls. I don't, or like even Hawaiian rolls. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
which type of rolls you have, but if you do not have the rolls, all my Thanksgiving's ruined. I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of Thanksgiving if I don't have my rolls?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Especially,
You're not
well, especially
wrong.
those brown and syrup rolls. I was talking to someone. I'm like, this is my one time a month that I can actually get them, because like you can barely find brown and syrup rolls after Thanksgiving
Oh
in the
God, yeah.
store. Like they
Oh
just
God,
don't
yeah.
carry them. And so like if I don't get those for Thanksgiving, I'm so disappointed because I have no clue when the next time is I will see them in the store again.
Right, right, right. Okay, okay. So again,
So
potatoes was her answer.
oh my gosh. Now that I said yours, apparently yours might be potatoes if
No,
that's all you're
God,
thinking
no,
about over there.
no, no, no. Mine's a weird one. And a
Oh
lot of people
gosh.
apparently don't like these, and I can understand they are hit or miss. I like my ham and pickle rolls.
Oh my
If
gosh.
do you know what those
Great
are?
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, to
We
anyone
always
that's
make them for like New Year's.
uh,
That's our.
I'll say if anyone that's listening and that doesn't know what these are, ham and pickle rolls are literally just lunch meat ham. Not you don't need no big ass ham unless you want to go fancy schmancy, but it's just lunch meat ham, uh, cream cheese, pickle, roll it up, cut it up. Oh, to die for. I don't know why, but it's like I've gone to a festival and for getting stuff for Thanksgiving here, and I bought like 7 trays of those. And I'll admit, like 4 of them were for like my family and everyone coming over. 3 were for me. And sadly to say, I went through all 3 before Thanksgiving, and I went shopping the day before. And yeah, my tummy didn't handle too well with that. But yeah, I'm more of a I need my ham and pickle rolls. If I don't have them, I'm sad. I'm gonna cry.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. You could just make them yourself.
oh yeah, but then I have to go buy the ingredients and take my time, and then it's not gonna work that well because as I make one, I'm gonna eat one. I'm gonna make a second one. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna make a third one. I'm gonna eat that one. I'm gonna make a fourth one, but I'm gonna eat that fourth one. So now I've already made 4, and I've left one to survive.
Here's my one thing I'll say about those. If those of you listening have never had these, I definitely recommend making them.
Yep.
I had the same experience in college where like a lot of my friends did not understand what this was, and I actually decided to make them for them because I'm like, you have to try them at least. I'm like, I don't care if you don't like them. Like I know it's a hit or miss thing, but you have to at least try them before you start judging on
Yep.
the fact that this is a thing. And they all tried them, and they're like, they loved them. I was like a big hit. I'm like, see, I'm telling you, this is what you're missing out on.
Yep. Like I said, those there are to die for. And I know to go back kind of to your rolls that you were talking about, like not to like jump, like cut your side short. But I can agree with those. Funny story I had with those growing up is if my mother made the rolls, no one ate the bottoms because they were always pitch black burnt. The top was fine,
How do
golden
you
brown and
burn
everything.
them? I mean, burning them, like, but like, how do you burn them every time?
I put it this way. When I graduated from high school, we had 30 pounds of ham in the oven. She burnt all 30 pounds of ham.
Oh
Like,
God,
no one could figure out why or how, but she burnt all 30 pounds of ham on my graduation day. So, yeah,
that's funny.
that ended really well. But, it is what it is. Like I said, yeah, she's okay cook, but
Except when it comes to the oven.
nope. Yep, as I say, when it comes to some of the things, no.
Mhm.
God, no. But anyways, let's get into our main part of this thing. The episode was okay. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm tired, you guys. I'm back working 3rd shift. Right now I'd be sleeping.
You
No.
poor baby.
I know. Someone needs to
Your life
cuddle
is so
me.
tough.
Wrap me in a blanket and cuddle me. I mean, to be honest, I have my long pajama pants on right now. Like normally I wear shorts, even like shorts when I go to bed. And I'm like, I got outside like fucking 10 degrees outside. And I'm at work, standing in shorts and a t-shirt, well, sleeveless shirt and shorts. And I'm just like, this ain't too bad. Then I'm like, I probably should go inside and get my coat. Got my hoodie, stood outside for a second. Everyone's standing there. We're all complaining because there's like, if someone did a fucking fire drill, and they did it the worst time they could have done it. Oh, by the way, we had a fire drill today. Our fire alarm went off today at work.
Mhm.
An hour into the shift, someone here, I'm not
Right
going to name
after I
names.
left. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, right after you left because you didn't want to work in my area, D decides to go, no, peace. And we do
Hey, I was
have
given the option.
photo and video evidence proof of her pulling the fire alarm,
No,
flipping
you
off the
don't.
camera, and leaving.
That is a lie.
Oh, wait, you didn't flip off the camera? Okay, good to know. We do have
Oh,
photo and
yeah.
video proof of her pulling the fire alarm. So HR and our managers and that, D is the culprit.
Lies.
But anyway,
Of course. See, always lying.
what name one thing I would lie about?
It was probably you guys, 'cause you didn't want to have to be there and work.
Wow, way to blame us, because
Because you weren't given the option.
us guys, huh? It
There's
wasn't a
no
bad night.
guys in your area.
It wasn't a bad
How
night.
rude.
It wasn't a bad night, anyways. It was what it was. But anywho, we're getting way off track here. Holiday special Thanksgiving and Black Friday story. So yeah, anyways, like so we talked about Thanksgiving a little bit. Like I said, I gotta talk about my Thanksgiving. I had some family over. I am in the middle of like remodeling and doing my house, so that wasn't too like helpful. Thank God for TV trays, love them. Thank God for folding chairs, love them. And yeah, and thank God for crock pots. Because normally I would go all out and that stuff, or like my family would, and I'll be honest, I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday morning, my family started coming over and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna start cooking food." I'm like, "But it's not till Thursday," and they're like, "Right, well, we got to start like preparing things that way we can throw them in the oven and crock pot and pressure cooker and blah 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 and everything else." And I'm like, "Well, I don't have a pressure cooker anymore. We could use the oven, but that's whatever. All I got is this small counter space. That's it. Like everything else, like the kitchen table's buried right now in a whole nother room because I'm getting ready to do the floorings in my kitchen, and it's like yeah." So like I said, besides my house being a whole disarray in that because of all the remodeling and that stuff I'm doing, it wasn't bad. It was slightly awkward. My cousin and I aren't on good terms. He got upset that I don't talk to him too much. Granted, because every time he tried talking to me, it's always about drugs or like not modding. Yeah, modding like some video game thing for streams. And I'm like, it's like, man, I'm not really into that shit. I like my games, I like my streaming, but I don't want to do that. And like I said, he kind of just, he's like, "Well, you don't text me anymore." I'm like, "You text me at 4 in the fucking morning while I'm either at work or sleeping." I said, "Who does that?"
Yeah.
I don't text you at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. It's like, boy, get a life. But anyways, like I said, it was good. It was good. It was good. But our main part of this is our Black Friday stories. I got to think of how many do I have. I think I got 1, 2, 3-ish. I think I got 3-ish. We might not have a long episode today, but
Can I ask one thing about the Thanksgiving though?
what?
So are you like, I was seeing this in like videos. Are you someone who can like have your food touching?
It doesn't bother me.
Because I saw like videos where these people would like have a section off plate and like put their food in these individual like pockets. And
Hey,
I'm like,
some people
see,
do
that's
that.
the whole part. That's the whole part of Thanksgiving to me. I'm that person like, here's my mashed potatoes, mix my corn in my mashed potatoes, and like put maybe some like meat in it, and then I'll be eating that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
more power.
definitely a mixture of the food.
There's some foods I don't like touching, and then there's some foods I don't care.
Hmm.
But like I like my beets. Love my beets. Don't want it touching like any like some of my food. Like I don't want that shit touching any ham rolls. Or not ham rolls, bread rolls or my pickle rolls. It's like, hell no. Don't touch my shit. Like that, to be honest, I get like a separate own little dish or cup. I'll set that aside. I'm like, I'm gonna eat that from there, yeah. And then like, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm it depends. It just depends.
Yeah.
Some things I don't care. But if I know it's not gonna taste good together, I try to keep it separated. Like I had shredded turkey, shredded turkey with gravy. I did not want that touching my ham and pickle rolls.
Hey, maybe it's an additional flavor that you'd like with them. You never know.
I probably have tried it in the past, and it was a big red flag. Speaking of red flags, go to episode
Do you remember
7.
which one it is?
Episode 7 was red flags.
A ways back.
We're on episode 13 already.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna let you take care of this. I'm gonna take a nap. Ignore my snort.
Oh my gosh.
I'm tired.
Okay, then going off. Sorry, sidetracked. We're going off. How many stories are we going to talk about?
For Black Friday?
Yeah,
I mean, how many do you have?
like 0. I could give like a few like slight things. See, the thing is, my family was never like a big, oh, Black Friday shopping. It was more of we're playing cards that day or hanging out, playing some board game or
Mm,
something, and then we'd maybe go like shopping here and there. Like it's always a hit or miss. So
okay.
I have a few. I don't have like interesting ones, but I could give my experiences of Black Friday shopping
Okay.
and the
Okay.
freaking lines.
Well, the lines everywhere. Oh my God. I will say though, with like the last 2 years, I think. I don't know. Uh, there's always those line cutters where they'll stand up near the front of the doors, but they're not in line. And as soon as the doors open, they bolt to the front of the line. And there's been a few places of employment that I've seen, or a few like establishment companies, whatever the fuck you want to call them, retail businesses, where the employees will say, you get to the back of the line, and they will not let them in. Which is good because, I mean, especially with people waiting outside for 4+ hours, six,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10 hours, and then this one, you know, prick decides to be like, hey, I'm going to show up at the last 2 minutes, stand out in front, act like I'm talking to people, and as soon as doors open, bolt to the front, like, nah. But I'll lead off with this, though. I'll lead off with my very first Black Friday that I remember being a part of. I don't remember my age, but I was still a kid. And hopefully there's not any like too young of listeners listening to this, because this is going to be something that more hopefully parents will say to their kids. So if you do have kids listening right now, here's your quick second to like, get them away from the podcast, because just in case, yeah. So my very first Black Friday that I recall, here comes the info, kids. Don't listen. uh, it was my very first Black Friday was the one after I learned that there was no Santa Claus. And, like the whole story and the myth and blah, 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 blah. So now I'm being told by my mother that I'm going Black Friday shopping. In the past, I would sleep while she was doing it, and, et cetera, because I was at home alone. I never knew she was even gone, and, whatever. Well, fast forward again back to this now. We're at a store with the big old red circle, the red dot right in the middle. And I'm into my video games. I want some certain games really damn ass bad. We're near the front of the line, and doors open, and there's some old man. He has a cane. He's swinging. Like, he's swinging this cane.
Oh, no.
I don't know, like, the parts I kind of remember was I get past him, and I'm running alongside carts, because, like, he gave me a little bit of a shove, and I'm now running alongside carts on these end caps to get past everything. Well, as we get to the end, I take a shopping cart and I shove it into him, and he's down on the ground. He's out. And I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting there like, F you, asshole, as I go running by. Like I said, I was a kid. And I got to my video games, got the games I wanted and that stuff, and then helped my mother get some other items that I don't remember what she needed. But, that was my very first Black Friday, was seeing an old man start swinging his cane and then shove me and a few other people aside, where then I'm running alongside the edge of the end caps of these aisles and shopping carts. And I take the last cart in the aisle, I just fucking push and right in the back of him. It's like screw you, buddy. Screw you. But yeah, that was my very first Black Friday that I can remember. I mean, apparently I've been told I've gone to some when I was like a really young kid, like, 1 or something like that. But, I think I'm now, I don't remember what I was even told. The whole spoiler, whole thing about Santa not being real. I don't remember when I was told that. I think I was like 9 or 10. I think. I don't remember.
I
Yeah, I was
remember when
I was in
like
grade
had
school.
that experience.
You remember that experience?
No, I don't. I don't know if I don't know what my parents told me.
I'm
I
sorry,
figured it
D,
out.
but there is no such thing as
Wow, way to ruin my belief, man. This Christmas is gonna be so much different now.
It's just like you pick up the first gift. Mom, Dad, how much did you buy this from Wall or Tall Cart?
Oh my gosh.
You went to
Oh
Lame
goodness.
Pop? Oh, I didn't want this game. It wasn't on sale. No, to be honest, like if we have to do like any Christmas type things, like now I just more look at them and say either give me gift cards to Amazon or gas. Or no, I take it back.
Oh yeah.
Gift cards to Amazon or money. Cause more of I don't want you to know what I'm gonna try to go buy anyways. Not like it's inappropriate or
Wow.
bad, but some people
Gosh, gee.
bad,
Trying to keep this
bad.
PG over here.
It's PG. You know, I just happened to go buy like a Funko. Speaking of that, there was someone
Oh my
actually
god.
go ahead.
Don't even talk about it.
What Funkos?
You wanted to buy some, didn't you, on the sales list?
No comment.
How many did you buy this time?
Oh, actually, no. I was gonna
Hopefully
say
not 1,000 of the same
nah,
one.
not timeout. Timeout. Actually, our last guest N. So she's a streamer, and like she said in that episode, which by the way, I don't know why, but M's audio acted up, and I don't know why. Everyone else's audio was fine, but for some reason his audio went really quiet. So I apologize. I did try fixing it, and I tried doing whatever I possibly could fucking do, but for some reason it's uploading where he's just quiet. And I checked his audio volumes and that stuff. So like I said, I apologize for M's audio in the last one, but anyways, back to the thing. N. So N is a streamer. She is a very nice streamer, lovely community, stuff like that. You know, give her props. Hopefully, if she's listening to this, more props to her. You know, very gorgeous young woman. And there's a channel redemption you can use on her channel, and I redeemed it. Well, all of a sudden, my Thrones wish list that I have, because I stream as well on Twitch and Kick and YouTube, and do stuff on there besides the podcast. She bought 2 items and had them sent to me. Throne is an item or a Throne is a website where people can make a wish list. Other people can contribute and put crowdfunding towards an item. Say like you want a new laptop, and you know the laptop is $1,200. Well, no one's gonna just drop $1,200 on you, but someone might drop a 20. Well, then if multiple people keep doing that, they can contribute to what they want to have be bought for you, or eventually you can pay off the rest, or your friends, family, community, whatever you use. Especially if you're a streamer, content creator, they will be able to buy it for you, and it's shipped to you, and it's all discreet. No one will know your address. They won't have access to your address. Only you will, and the Throne website, and that's it. Well, anyways, I got 2 new, well, I shouldn't say Funko. They're called desk dolls now. I have to wait till October 21st because for I think it was 20 subs on my channel. I said I'll call them desk dolls for a year. So I got 2 new desk dolls. I was trying to find them for the longest time, and I completely forgot they were even on this wish list. So N, if you're listening to this, you stay awesome and you keep having a rocking amazing community. Like I said, we're so happy to have you on this podcast that day, and I hope we can get you again sometime soon. But so yeah, I do. Like I said, I like to go buy my rare Funkos, desk dolls. And yeah. But all right, your turn now. We got way off topic. Your turn about Black Friday story. Why do you always do this?
Oh, excuse you. Wow, blaming me right away. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot. I think the one time I remember going though, I can't remember if we were in a line, but there's times where I can have patience and there's times when I cannot. And let me tell you, Black Friday is not a great day for me because I cannot stand in a line that long. Even just checking out too, if the line was super long for checking out, I would be, oh God, I just give up. I put my stuff away and be like, cool, I'm out. I'm not staying in this line. It's just the lines. I remember as a kid just having, because especially if we were down by my other grandma, we'd go to like one of the bigger cities and it would just be crowded. Especially I don't know how lines are nowadays, I know recently, one of my family members went on Black Friday, and the line was, like, wrapped around the whole freaking store for checking out, but
Hmm.
especially I'm more of that person now that give me Cyber Monday. If I really need something, I'll look then.
Right? That I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way. Like I'll wait for Cyber Monday. And now, especially with some of these deals for Cyber Monday, they happen during Black Friday. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's like there were some items like, well, I'm kind of making an example. Like back when I was at my con 2 weeks ago, there were some items I saw at the con that I wanted to buy. I went on Amazon and they had deals already for like Black Friday deals. And instead of paying $50 at this con, I bought some things off of the Amazon for like $10, $5. There was one thing I saw the person was selling. It's a card game. It's called Y Shorts, and the theme of the deck was off of an anime show I watch. They were selling it for $50 here at the con. On Amazon, $4. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
do I want to pay 50 or do I want to pay 4? Well, is there shipping? Oh, there's no shipping value on this. Oh, $4 it will be. And yeah, but
That's a hard
anyways,
choice right there.
right. But yeah, no, I can vouch with the lines though. And I heavily vouch with the Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is a godsend. It is a savior. Because if you don't want to go out and do this shit, granted, yeah, I mentioned that actually had this Bass Pack from Black Friday. I'm like, I just wait for Cyber Monday. Like, I don't plan on buying a lot of shit here tonight. And they're like, well, I mean, you gotta, it's Black Friday. I'm like, but there's nothing I need here. I don't
Yeah.
want like any of these cheap ass trinkets, that they're trying to pawn off as cool, like spec gear. Like one of the items that my family wanted to grab was these little like spy cameras or whatever it is. And I'm like, yeah, they may be $4, but they're not worth it. But they're $4. They're, this is the quality recording, about everything else. I'm like, yeah, here's the battery life, 90 minutes. So unless that it doesn't look like it works if it stays plugged in. So you're getting 90 minutes of safety recording, and after that, it's out. It's like, congratulations. But oh my god. Yeah, no, I will say this year there was like the line wasn't bad at all. The Checo lines was nuts. There was a line, I went to another store and I waited in line 3 hours to get to the counter to look at something.
Oh my
And
gosh.
because they only had 2 people there, I mean, I waited like 2-3 hours. I mean, I didn't get home till like way past noon. And I was already up at that point, I think I was up for like 32 hours now. As soon as I got home, my head hit the pillow, I was out. I was out.
I would
But
bet.
yeah. But
I say you have more of the story, so
okay.
I'll just sit back and make comments.
All right. Well, there's the one. Okay. Well, anyways. Okay.
Wow.
Anyways.
And that is the end.
Welcome to the next 8 hours of me snoring. But no. Anyways. So one of them that I went to, I think how this one went. Oh, okay. So me and my cousin, before we had our little, like, whatever follow you want to call it, me and my cousin used to go with my family a few times. And you can't take us anywhere because we play off of each other's bullshit and we'll play off of each other's mischief. And D knows how I can just be, like, and shit. And I don't know why I did it like that. But okay.
I was gonna say that was the weirdest sound I've heard.
I don't know. There's something wrong with me. But no, like I said, like D knows firsthand that I can be as weird as fuck. And anyways, we're
As you
in.
can tell just from the noise that came out of his mouth.
Right. Well, the worst part is I'm glad no one can see this because I even waved my hand as I did that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my therapist is gonna need a therapist at this rate. But anyway, little doodles, like I was saying, you couldn't take us anywhere. You can't. You really can't. And there was, I don't remember what commercial started going, wow, that's a low price. Like, I don't remember what started that. So if you wanted to hear where me and my cousin were, you would hear someone go, what's that price? And usually it's someone in my family. And then you'd hear me or him just distantly, wow, that's a low price. Like, we're screaming this, not like, blood hurling, like, like we're yelling this across the store. And then I'll also hear one of us yell, you found the low price? The other one goes, yeah, I found the low price. And then we also hear is, wow, that is a low price. And then, like oh my God, we had people laughing. We'd walk into the store and I'd sit there. I'm like, you lie. You said we were going to Shopko, and that stuff. It's like, even though we were waiting outside of the store like the last 4 hours, even to this last Black Friday, oh my God, as we're walking in, I'm like, you lie. You said we're going to Toys R Us. Well, the fucking employees started laughing. And, so I'm like, where's McDonald's? I want my chicken nuggets. And like people started laughing in line and that. So it's like, you got to have some fun with it. If I'm going to get stuck doing this crap, I figured, hey, F it. Let's have some fun. But like I said, that's when the last couple times that me and my cousin have ever like gone together, you'll hear, like I said, you'll just know we're messing around. Like we'll tell like people like as they're walking by and that stuff, we'll be like, oh, it's like, did you guys see like this over here and that blah blah blah? It's like, you're gonna want to check this out. It's a really low price. I mean, like really low. And you'll see people go, whoa, what's low over there and that stuff. And then like they go check it out. We take off because we figured, hey, we're showing them something that's not part of the Black Friday ads, and they're gonna get pretty pissed. But oh my God, that was a lot of fun. Like I said, I don't remember everything to the T, but I mean, just, hey, did you find what'd you find a low price or something like that? All I hear is like, yeah, wow, that's a low price. And across the store, you found a low price? Yeah, I found a low price. Wow, that is a low price. And we're grabbing ornaments and trying to put them on these trees and it's not working and that. So we just walk away and mess around. We're standing in line and that stuff. So they're going like, man, I hope this is the line to take a piss. Cause I really gotta go. We're sitting there as we get to the cash register. Like we're playing this gimmick the whole way through 45 to an hour minutes. Hold up. 45 to 60 minutes later, we get to the front of the line and we're sitting there and we go, you lied. You said this is the place to go pee, you liar. And then we like leave the line. Like we'll commit to a bit. Gosh. We would commit. We would fully commit. We've already had where we stopped at an aisle and that stuff where there's customers standing there with us. We're like, now that you're all here, may we all pray, like lower our head in prayer. And some people will start chuckling and that stuff or whatever it is. And then my cousin, I haven't done this, at least out loud, but my cousin will walk by an area that's really crowded. And if he wants to get somewhere, he'll say 2 magic words. Those words are crop dust. And if you don't know what that is, some of you may not know what that is. That's when while you're walking, you let out a fart. Now, it's normally not just the sound. It's usually that there's a raunchy smell following behind it. And a crop dust is as you're walking by and you release said fart, it's going to stink like instantly and it follows you. Something like that Dee likes to do a lot. We found out that she crop dusts a lot.
Whatever. You've done it before at work, actually.
The only time I accidentally...
Poor temp, gosh.
That's the only time I
blasted her away.
That's the only time I ever did is I bent forward to mess around, and it's me and one of our coworkers both bent forward. Apparently, I didn't know I had one loaded in the chamber, and all I hear from behind me is, you asshole. Oh, because she tried to crawl around behind me, and I'm just like leaning forward, and it's like, oh. Oh, she said she's coming back. She texted me not too long ago, said she's coming back. She's looking forward to coming back. I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. But anyway, we got way off track again. Way to go, D. Way to go.
I blame you.
But they said it was a fun moment. It was fun moments. Like I said, all of a sudden, just like, oh, he just goes crop dust. And people start moving away, and he go in there and he grab what he wants, and he's like, "Huh, maybe it wasn't a crop dust." And it's like, I'm sitting there thinking, now I think about it now when he says that, I'm like, what the fuck could that have been? I mean, granted, he more than likely did it, but unless he's sitting there like making a joke, it's like, nope, I just pooped my pants. It's like, okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. But yeah, any comments? Others, I think I got like one more that I can say.
I just feel bad for these poor people that you traumatize every year that you go Black Friday shopping.
I have fun normally. I will normally have fun. There's only been a few times where I've gotten to arguments. I've gotten to heated debates. Once I thought almost led to a fist fight, but luckily that person had some common sense knocked into his head by either his wife or girlfriend. I don't know what. But yeah, like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong, like Black Friday is nice and everything for the sales, but some of the people out there, holy crap. Like, this is life and death for them. They want that one item and it's out of stock. They'll find your cart. They'll take it out of your cart and haul ass to get out of there just to buy it. I think I've only had that happen once, where someone started picking stuff out of my cart, and I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? And she was an elderly lady. Not elderly, but just enough to her, there was gray. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm getting stuff I need. And I'm like, that's my cart. And she looks at me and she goes, and I'm like, oh, no. Walked right up to her cart, grabbed my stuff back out, and I said, like, you do that again, I'm kicking you in the cart. But I think I'll leave it with the last one. No, I shared this with you guys and that stuff, and I'm pretty sure I've shared it before in another episode, so I won't repeat it. But this one involved one that I worked during, and I worked at Lame Top at the store. Not that's the name, you know what I mean. It's a video game store, okay? And we were working Black Friday, and it wasn't bad. Like, I get there, I'm getting to pull in the parking spot or parking lot, get to my spot, start walking up to the door, I knock on the door. Well, there's customers standing at this door saying, hey, you can't cut. And I'm like, I'm not cutting, I work here. I gotta work tonight. Guy, one of the guys goes like, no. He goes, I know who works here. I've never seen you here before. And I'm like, no, I've been here for over a year and a half now. So, this is near my end before I got fired because of my grandmother's funeral. But that's a whole other story. But anyways, this customer says like, listen, buddy, I know the owner, I know the store manager, and trust me, he doesn't know you. I'm like, dude, I have a name tag. I have the appropriate apparel that we would wear, which by the way is normally khaki or jeans, and your shirt had to be tucked in and had to be like a collared shirt or a presentable shirt. Apparently we were trying to look like we have high class to a point. And guy's like, yeah, you probably just made that up. It's fake. I call the store and I said, hey, I'm outside. I've been knocking. I have a very pissed off customer out here saying that I don't work here. He doesn't believe I work here. And can the store manager come out and point to me like, yeah, I do. Store manager comes out. He comes to the door. He goes, what's going on? And I'm like, do I work here? And he goes, yeah. Guy goes, no, he doesn't. Store manager looks at him and goes, I hired him. He works here. He's been here for over a year and a half. He goes, I haven't seen you in here probably 2 years. The guy goes, well, yeah, I have other stuff to do. And he goes, right. But if you're not here in 2 years, employment changes, things change. He goes, come on in. So I go inside. Customer's trying to go in. He goes, you can't come in. Black Friday doesn't start for another 3 hours. Yeah, we went and we had to go in way before the shift or way before Black Friday. So we had to go over plans, help set up stuff and et cetera, get things ready to go. Usually every time I was at Lame Top, I was a security card in the back, especially when we're giving out systems, people come up and that stuff and want to buy a system. They had to go to the register and pay for it first and then come on over and that stuff. And we would hand it to them. um, and go from there. But yeah, like I said, that was the fun. That was the nice fun moment. Um, Pretty chaotic throughout working those retail. Because I will say, if you work Black Friday, I give all you retail workers props, like hands down props. I don't mind working it. I thought it was fun. I love watching the utter chaos. I love watching how everyone freaks out over the simplest little deal.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just beyond amusing. That's just, I don't know why. Like, I find it severely funny. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can really kind of put on top of that. Well, I mean, not really. There's really not. I can really put much on. All I know is that after that, when we had all of our gift cards left over, because people bought gift cards and try to use them for Black Friday, uh, me and a fellow coworker, and this was a little dangerous, and we ended up breaking shit, but it is what it is.
Okay.
That's where I learned how to do my card throwing. I knew a little bit about how to throw cards, like playing cards, gift cards, little plastic like flat sheets of something. And like I could, if you running, if I whip it just right, the thing's gonna sail and hit you right in the ass. And yeah, I learned more on how to do it, and I learned also how to do it like where it's really hard. So if you know do you know what a PS3 case is? A PS3 game case?
Oh gosh, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so well, like a Blu-ray case, like a Blu-ray movie case.
Yeah.
That's Imagine that, but it's a little thicker. That's a PS3 case. Now, those are hard plastic. They're not impossible plastic, but they're harder plastic. One of the cards, we made a gimmick or a joke as me and my coworker saying that who can throw it the hardest and either knock this down or something. Somehow we had to get a card to get stuck. Well, I think on my third or fourth try, I beamed the card so fast it flew into the case, got impaled the case, cracked the case in half, and it got stuck inside the case. And like it's sticking out of the case still. But I mean, like, it was stuck in the side of the case. And he's like, "Okay, you win." But it was fun. Like I said, it's really fun. But I don't know.
Way to go breaking things.
Hey, it's fun. I mean, I've done this like almost everywhere I've ever gotten to be at. Not just even employment wise. Like, if I'm out at a friend's house and I see they have like these small squares of cardboards and that they're not going to use, and I'm like, "Hey, do you mind if I like whiz one away?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And also you just you just see me just throw a card and it just goes fume, and yeah. But like I said, it was really fun. It really was fun. I work in the Black Friday chaos. Excuse me. Let me
Oh my
yawn in the
gosh,
podcast.
yawning already.
I'm tired. Leave me alone. But yeah. The other one, I mean, the last one I had was last year, not this past one, but last year I got into an argument with a woman that kept stopping. I'm pretty sure we talked about it before, but she kept
Oh
stopping
gosh,
on one side of the aisle that was leading one way. The aisle was only big enough to have one quote unquote lane of traffic going each direction, and she would stop and walk into the other side and stand there for like 5 to 10 minutes. And needless to say, I take the cart and I push the cart away. And as I'm pushing it towards her, because I'm not pushing it like way away from her, but I'm pushing it to the end cap like aisle that she's standing at, starts screaming at me. This kid starts yelling at me too, and it's like I'm looking at these two and I'm just like, what the hell? And I had some words. I don't remember word for word now because, like I said, I'm tired. But I had some words with the mother. I looked at the kid and I can't remember. I think I said something like, "I said, I might kick your ass into the cart" or something, or whatever it was. I know I said something to the kid and I made him just like look at me like, "Oh, you can't say that to me." I'm like, "Okay, well, fine." I was like, "Screw you." I was like, "You entitled little bastard." But yeah. I only think that's really as far as I go for Black Friday stories I could recall. Besides, the majority of them were with my cousin when I was younger. My mother, my aunt, cousin, and a few other family members, and all you hear is just one of us yell, "That's a low price!" And then yeah. So, but always, I mean, the last two when he hasn't been around, got a little more, whatever. I mean, I'll be honest. There's one time I was at what is it called? Tall Fart. Yeah, Tall Fart. Where I almost got into a physical fist fight because of my mother. I went shopping with her one time, and I'm like, okay, it is what it is. And we're at checkout, and this woman goes, "Oh my God, hurry up!" Well, I'm like, "Oh crap, you're gonna piss off my mom." And my mom goes like, "I know you're not talking to me," and I'm sitting there, "Here we go." The woman steps out of line. It looks like she's getting ready to approach my mother. She's only a couple feet away. Well, I stepped out of line and I stared at her. She just looked at me. Well, now this woman has a big old guy standing behind her. And he steps out and looks at me, and I'm thinking the first thing went through my mind is, oh, this is gonna hurt. I'm thinking I'm about to get into a fist fight with these two people. And because I mean it's one of those moments you had to be there to see this. I mean, like, the woman was bitching nonstop. And my mom's just retaliating back. And as soon as she stepped out of the line and started looked like she was walking towards us, I'm like, shit. Gotta protect her. I stepped out and I'm staring at this woman. Again, all of a sudden this big motherfucker steps from behind that woman. He just stares at me and I just stare at him. And first thought was, oh, this is gonna hurt. But the second thought was, he's gonna see every low price in this store. You ain't touching my mummy. But yeah. That's not a Black Friday story. That's just a normal shopping story. But yeah, I can't really think of any other Black Friday stories right now off the top of my head.
I say I don't have interesting ones. I mean, I haven't gone Black Friday shopping though in a long time.
Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I like my Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is so much easier.
I know. It just makes life easier, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, too, they have better deals on Cyber Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, you just don't have to wait in line.
Yep. All you gotta do is just wait in an online queue. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think there's really nothing else I can really think of on this one. So unless you want to think we can wrap it, or unless you got any ones you can tell.
Wrap it.
All right.
So,
you get the question?
With that being said, and Z needs to get some sleep, we'll wrap this up. Our next episode, oh my gosh, if I remember correctly, is fetishes. So the question I'm going to pose is, what's the strangest fetish you've heard of or you have? I mean, if you're confident enough to tell your own.
I'm looking forward to hearing yours.
You're not going to hear mine. I'm just going to bring up something that I find weird.
No, if I'll share one, if you share one.
You said that last time.
Yeah, but it wasn't the episode. Wasn't the episode. You didn't share one last time.
I know I didn't.
Yeah, so you.
So with that being said, if you're still here, then apparently you are strong enough to deal with your feelings. And that is a wrap on episode 13. Thank you all for staying along with us and listening. If you are still here, if you're new, great. Highly recommend going out there and listening to the previous ones. Yep. Again, I am D.
And I am Z. Thank you all.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yep, thank you all for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye.